Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I am busy. It is now 4 o'clock and I'm busy sat here doing a little bit sewing on Derek's cardigan. I have just started. I've pinned one of the sleeves in and I'm doing a back stitch all around the sleeve. What I do is I fold, that's the other sleeve, I fold the sleeve in half to find the very centre of it. And then I put that very centre of it to where the seam is on the shoulders, and I pin it down both sides and then sew the sleeve in before I sew the side up. Some people prefer to sew the sides up and the sleeve seam up and then set the sleeve in that way. But I find it much easier doing it this way, so this is the way I'm doing it. But I'm going to sew one sleeve in and then sew the sleeve seam and the side seam, and then I'm going to do the tutorial on the other sleeve and the side and show how it should be done. But I'm sewing one side up first and then I'll go and do the tutorial for the rest of it. And then after that I'll only have the buttons to sew on. And I had to go to Hobbycraft for the buttons because I only had 6 green buttons that would fit this cardigan. And you know, the buttons are very expensive in Hobbycraft. I begrudge paying £2 for 4 buttons. You know, I remember one time you used to get a card with about 10 buttons on, and they used to cost next to nothing. When in Hobbycraft, they were the cheapest ones I could find. In fact, they were the only ones I could find that would match anywhere near the colour of the cardigan. They just had no choice whatsoever. They did have bags with lots of buttons in, all different sizes, but I couldn't say that I was going, because I needed 9 buttons. But I couldn't say I was going to get 9 out, and then it wasn't even the right kind of green. It was too light. But I did have 6 of exactly the same buttons. Yeah. Those ones, they were the only ones I could get. I would have preferred some other kind, but these were all they had. The fish eye ones, that's what they call the fish eye buttons. And there's just nowhere else, anywhere I know of, where you can buy buttons. You used to be able to buy them in the wool shops, and they used to sell them a lot cheaper. But all the wool shops have gone, and where I live, there was one left in North Shields until the lockdown thing started, and even that one went, so we don't have that one anymore. So the only choice I have for buttons is either to go to Hobbycraft or get them online. I get most of my buttons online, but as I don't want to have to send away not knowing how long they're going to take, what they say, you know, when you order something, what someone says the time is and what the time actually is can be very different. I just wanted them here and now so I could stitch them on straight away. And the only other ones I had were in tubes, and most of them were £1 each. £1 for a button? I don't know whether it's just me thinks they're expensive, but I think that's disgusting actually, where when you can buy them, when you get them online and you get them so much cheaper. But this is not a colour I've used. I don't think I've ever done anything in this colour before. So there wasn't anything that I had buttons for. I have thousands of buttons, everything but this colour. But anyway, I've had a busy day because I went out shopping. I went to Hobbycraft first, and then I did a little bit shopping because I needed some. I only needed milk. I went into a place called Heron, and I only needed milk. But I came out with a few more things, so I've done a shopping haul later. Just a few things it was. And then when I came home after I had my lunch, I've cut my grass because it's a beautiful day. Lovely, sunny and warm and that, and we are going to have rain for the next few days, so I thought I'm cutting my grass. It wasn't too bad, but I thought the next time it could be another week before I was able to cut it again with all the rain we're going to have. We don't always get the rain what it says on the app on my phone, but it's probably right. So I thought I'm going to cut the grass, and that's what I did because I have 3 lawns. Very large one and a small one in the back garden and a medium-sized one in the front garden. And you know, I think it was affecting my wrists because my wrists are aching. It must be the vibrations of the lawnmower. So I'm glad I only have to do that probably about every 10 days. Because I can tell when I'm sewing, when I have to press my fingers together to hold the needle and press it through, it's going down to my wrist, and that's what I think it's been. I think it's been the lawnmower that's caused it. So anyway, that's what I'm going to sit and do some of this. Hopefully get it finished before it gets dark. So once it gets dark, I don't like doing anything on my phone tutorials because you keep putting the light on, it casts a shadow over whatever I'm doing. And I keep having to move around this way and that way, trying to get rid of the shadow, but I don't always. But anyway, besides that, I now have 2 of these. I have 3 of these to do all together, the phone pouches, and I'm going to do all 3 first because I have to put a lining inside, which means I have to drag my sewing machine out. As my sewing machine's upstairs in the what I call my stock room where all the wool is. I keep it up there on a table up there. But I have to drag everything out and all the threads and everything. So I'm going to do the 3 before I send them out to anybody. I'm not going to do 1 and finish it off. I'm going to sew the lining on the 3 of them, so I'll have another one to do. But I've done this one, and I've also done part of this is what I do for the straps. I crochet 3 long chains. That's one for the blue one, and one for the coral. It's like a deep coral. The blue one I think's for Janet, and this one I think's for Belinda. And then I'm going to do other one I have to do. I think we're going to do, it's like a gold colour. I'm going to do that one. I have a few different colours and I just like doing different ones, but I do 3 chains, very long chains. I think there's about 180 stitches in each chain. And then I plait them together. That's how I make the band for going over there. So I've joined the three up there, and then I'm going to like plait them, and that makes quite a nice band for to go over the shoulder. So that's what I've been doing with them. They are ready to go on once I get the linings on and do the sides up, put the poppers on. And I'm making these standard size, all going to be 7 inches high by about 4.5 inches wide. I think I'm not on my tape measure. No, it's there, my tape measure. I've got so much on the settee beside me. It's about 4.25 inches, these ones. So I'm starting to do them 7 inches high by 4.5 inches wide. So that'll be a standard size, that'll fit most phones. And if anyone wants a case, like that's my phone with the case, by the time I sew the things up on the sides, it'll be just big enough for to get the phone in that's inside a case. So that's what I've been doing with those. And I now have all the pieces for this cardigan for one for my patterns. That's the back, the 22 inch. This pattern always looks a little bit, doesn't look as wide as what it's supposed to be because of the pattern. It is like stretchy, it pulls in. So that's the back. One front, two fronts, and I have finished both sleeves, so that's the sleeves as well. So I just have to put the well, I'm probably going to sew it up first and then put the neck on, and that'll be the 22 inch finished, and I can start on the 24 inch and get that one sorted for the pattern, because I've got people asking me for this pattern and I'm having to explain every time I get an email that I'm still in the middle of making the pattern. I can't be a PDF until I've finished all sizes. So that's what I've been doing with that. So I am going to keep on sewing until I get this sleeve set in, and then I will probably do a little bit of the tutorial and show how to start setting the sleeve in on the other one, on the other side. It's very simple, it's just a straight back stitch, that's all I'm doing. You do a back stitch for these parts, and when you come to do the ribs, the ribs on the cuffs and on the bottoms, you just do a flat stitch for there and then go on to the back stitch for the rest of the seam. So that's just a little bit today for to keep you up to date with what I'm doing, and once I get this finished, I can get it sent off to Derek, because he's been waiting a long time for this cardigan. I don't think I'll be doing another one this size in a hurry. It does take quite a long time. There's quite a lot more stitches than what I have normally. But the young girl next door that lives next door to me is just telling me today she's expecting a baby, so I'll probably be doing 1 or 2 things for her for a little present. She had a party yesterday. It was a gender reveal party, and I remember her telling me about this party thing she was going to have 2 or 3 weeks ago. But you know, I think I need a hearing aid, because I'm sure she said she was doing it for a friend. And then when I was talking to her today, I was asking her if her friend enjoyed the gender party, and she said, "It's not my friend, it's mine. I'm expecting a little boy." She's already got a boy and a girl. So I think I'm going to have to admit it, you know, and I think I need a hearing aid. I do not hear very well. Most times when I'm talking, when I'm with my granddaughters, her partner Craig, you know, he winds me up something rotten sometimes, and he's talking away, and I'm going like this to me. See, "You never heard a word I said, did you?" And I'll say, "No." Man, I just ignore them sometimes, like. Well, I think I do. I think I need a hearing aid, really. I can hardly hear the television as well, unless I have those little speaker things with the earbuds. You know, I put the earbuds in my ear and connect them to my computer, and I can hear perfect then. But if I don't have those in, I cannot hear half of what people say on the television. Must be an age thing because my hearing was perfect when I was younger, so it's got to be age. But anyway, like my granddaughter says when Craig was on at me, he says, if it's anything to do with knitting, me, Nana, he has everything to say. True. So anyway, thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.